Joey is back. You know, the charming sweetie is back.
Hi.
Okay.
So we're back to normal.
Okay.
And today we're happy to have the second time. We are very delighted to host this live broadcasting.
Yeah.
And this time we're going to explain in details. You guys have more time to study and to learn and to understand what XR technology it is. So what is XR technology? Let's find it out. From the photo, we can see that people are interacting with the background in real time, giving the performers and actors the feeling of getting deep into the reality. So this is XR extended reality. So in a simple word, it means bring the imagination into reality. So this technology basically can say make miracles happen.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So this is the photo of our DICOLOR's AF series Pixel 2.9 indoor for film production. And we're going to introduce this AF series later on. So yes, come in.
Okay.
And I want to make the definition simpler for XR technology. So 3 factors, very important ones, have to be explained here. So first one is VR. Abbreviation is VR. It is virtual reality. It is 100% completely virtual digital environment. And the second one is augmented reality. The abbreviation is AR. So it is based on the real world, superimpose the digital environment. The second one is AR, and the third one is mixed reality. Abbreviation is MR. In the ideal state of interaction and operation between physical world and the virtual environment. So these 3 factors. Can you follow? Make XR technology happen. So it is a connective term for virtual reality. So VR, AR, MR, and of course some other immersive technologies. So it enables the physical world to be fully connected with the digital world, thus creating a unique immersive platform. Here are some applications.
This year, all of us will know that Corona influenced all of us. The epidemic changed our lifestyle. The contactless lifestyle is more and more popular. That's why XR is so famous right now. So the XR can apply for a lot of applications, such as TV stations, new product launch meetings, and film production, XR stage, and online broadcasting, and also education events.
Yes, so it's very, very universal actually for some important indoor events.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
so that's why XR technology is becoming the trend and getting popular. Now we understand the definition, but what kind of advantages of the XR technology? Can we find it out? So, Stanley?
Okay, all of us will see these 2 photos here. In traditional shooting, especially special situations are made through a green screen. But the shooting time and the cost are very, very expensive, maybe 6 times more than the XR stage. The advantages of XR, there are 4 points. The one is the immersive experience. The second is high efficiency shooting. The third is reduced cost of special effect. The fourth is the effect is more realistic.
Yeah, so in the next explanations, we are going to tell you why those 4 advantages Okay, so the first one is traditional shooting is called green screen. Why green screen? So you can see the photo. So the actors can just stand there with all screens, actually not screens, maybe some cloth, right? Yeah, so the screen is faked. So the actors can only use her or his imagination to act the movie or the actions that he or she was supposed to take. So during the shooting, they cannot enter the scene quickly. And usually action needs to be repeated many, many times. This is the disadvantages of the traditional way. So XR technology brings us different experience. Compared with the traditional empty green screen, it's more friendly to actors. So the actors feel more relaxed and feel more natural to enter the roles because they will see the screens freely and they can switch the screens at any time freely.
Okay, the photos here, lots of audience may be very familiar with this because it's very Mandalorian, especially many of my fan customers will ask me, oh, Stanley, I want to copy, the Mandalorian scene, but I said, oh, it's very expensive. But how to say, if you really buy XR, the data compares the traditional shooting cost is 6 times that of LED display same shootings. Here some marks of numbers of cost. You can compare, these 6 times of LED screen same shootings. So it's quite a lot.
Yeah, you can see from the figures.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is the greatest, advantages than the traditional way. So now we know clearly like a basic definition of XR technology. Now to be physical way, how can we build the XR studio? Of course, screens, but what else? So as I said, screen is a priority. So usually the XR studio is built with 3 screens, 2 main screens and the floor. Sometimes, of course, you need a ceiling. Forming a 3D space to achieve the effect of expanding reality. So this is the idea of the frame. Sometimes the shapes are different and devices. So what else do we need except the screens?
Okay, it's actually, it's also including the video camera. In the camera rear, video rendering, camera tracking or motion capture systems, and a media server, and also LED display control systems. LED background is also including the main screens, LED floor, and also ceiling screens. And finally, we will need the XR production team to produce the professional video source for it.
Yes, and for those equipments, you can easily find by some photograph studio.
Exactly.
Manufacturer facilities. So this is the principle, yeah.
Okay, maybe this graphic is a little bit complicated for most of the audience. So here I want to be sample steps. First, we need a professional video source from the XR production team, and then we need the central processing media server to process those kind of video source. And after processing the video source, then we transfer to the LED video wall systems, and what's more, equipped with the dynamic tracking systems and camera systems, and finally we back to the monitor and the recording devices.
Sounds so complicated. So I will make a summary to make it simpler. There are 4 things. So 3 systems and 1 serve. One system is LED screen system. As I said, you need screens for the studio. So this is called LED systems. So it is background, video, source, Korea. And then this dynamic tracking system. And this system is to locate the position of the participants or actors and the visual images in real time and change the display. So it's like, how to say, tracker. Also the robotic arm camera system. These actually are live camera and visual cameras. Normally, are equipped on the top of the studio, and they are consistent and synchronized. So these three systems are the important factors to build the studio. And the last but most is the central processing media serve. It's kind of a real-time rendering of the captured image. So they will, how to say, the captured image to make the image with more special effects, and controlling the virtual cameras and controlling the LED screens. It sounds very a little bit complicated, but if you have this serve, you will know that how to operate them. Okay, so these are the systems and the serves, but what else do we need it to build XR studio?
Okay, because DICOLOR is a very professional LED screen manufacturer, so we will focus more on the LED display requirement. Look at these photos, the film shooting color gamut, normally requirements is close to REC 2020. The lowest requirements, the basic requirements is BT 70 line. But usually, the color gamut of LED screen can reach 110% NTSC, but now the color gamut of LED screen can reach DCI-P3. From that graphic, you can notice the range of those standard DCI-P3, which requirements, the customized LED lamps, because it need bigger viewing angles, and the wider, the color gamut is, and the more colors displayed, it's more closer to the reality.
Yeah, so this is the requirement for the color gamut.
Mm-hmm. Also, here is two photos. One is SDR, other is HDR. I believe all audience will see the difference, because with HDR, high dynamic rendering, you can see more information and details in the highlights and in the shadows. It's more, it's more details for those kind of photos. This has different performance, it's high and low brightness, when we could read more information in HDR resources and the limited brightness range. So achieve HDR technology on display under different brightness.
And then, of course, it requires high grayscale, because with high grayscale, we can achieve we can achieve the high grayscale on the low brightness by choosing 16 bits IC when we're doing professional virtual shooting. And this is basically DICOLOR. Most of our rental products are with high grayscale. And also, of course, do some calibration on grayscale. We will calibrate the grayscale to reach this kind of effect. So this is after calibration, and this is before. So for XR Studio screen, we need after calibration effect.
Okay, here, is color adjustment. Adjust color gamut, it eliminates the chromatism. So it can make the photos and color gamut so it's more clear and more, there's no color difference.
Yeah, the photo also shows, maybe in Chinese, but if you see, this is the before and this is after.
Yeah.
So after the flower looks more natural. Yeah, but that one is more red. Of course, high refresh rate is required because then the image is without black or flickering. When the fresh rate is over 3840 hertz. And also we can avoid some foggy or lengthy when the image moves so fast. So we have to keep this high refresh rate, and then the whole effect of the studio will be more natural and professional.
Okay, here, we need high resolutions in order, to make an immersive shooting scene. So the video source of the background, are high resolutions video source. We could install, the vertical display referred to 1080 and or 2160 resolutions is about 2K or 4K vertical resolutions. And horizontal displays refer to the shooting requirement. The height is no less than 3 meters.
Yeah, so this is quite a high requirements for the XR Studio LED screen. So here comes the pixel required for the screen in XR Studio.
The pixel pitch, normally, as we all know that we need 3 screens. One is main screens, one is floor screens, and one is ceiling screen to form, 3D. And the main screen, normally we will use 1.5 to 2.9. And floor screen, normally we will use 2.5 to 4.8. And ceiling screen, normally we will use 2.5 to 4.8. We choose ceiling and floor screen with bigger pixel pitch than main body screens. And also, we can see these photos. The pixel pitch is decided by the distance from the locations of the actors to the LED displays.
So if you have any questions, you can text us, and we have our sales and technicians to answer questions online. Here comes the color temperature. So standard color temperature is 6,500 K. Of course, it's adjustable. So it ranges from 2,000 K up to 9,300 K. And during the different Ks, levels, so you can see the photos or the videos effect is a little bit different. Yeah. Of course, then we have a lower latency. As I said before, so if you have a high refresh rate, of course, you get lower latency. And of course, then it also supports high frequency frame. Minimum is 50, 60 hertz, and the maximum is 120 hertz. The effect looks very, very vivid and natural.
Okay, lots of customers and my friends were asking me, okay, your XR stage is quite stunning and shocked, but how to install them? Normally, we would recommend our customers and friends, the frame and the rear frame applications for those kind of XR stage. But maybe some of our customers are more professional. They will need our professional stacking systems like these photos. Normally we will use this kind of stacking system for our AF series, UC series, and even the NF series. It's professional, photo studios, and very easy and more flat and more, it's more comfortable for customers to using it as a background stacking system.
Yeah, so which means a simple and professional. You have your options.
Yeah.
So this actually is not installation, but it shows the different size or shapes of the screens or studios made by the screens. So you can see here it's quite curved and there's straight and that is like multi-shaped, and half curved. This is like what is called corner? No, rectangle without one side, and this is like street. And this studio, we will bring you to experience DICOLOR's studio like this size later on. So we have some other choice as well. So here we only show the main shapes for your reference. Now we come to the control system. Of course, normally for our standard LED screen, we use Nova Star system. And for XR Studio, of course, we can use Nova system as well.
The Nova control system, the controller box normally we recommend is MCT RL4K, and the receiving card normally we recommend is A8S or A10S, with the high refresh rate IC. The solutions support HDR, chromaticity engine, latency less than 1 ms, 144 Hz, FPS, maximum grayscale 20 bits. Huge load and resolutions, competitive solutions globally in different industries.
Yeah, and maybe some of you know that most studios currently also or many use Brompton system. Of course,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's popular because it's the best and the most expensive one. Same, they have the sending card XD. The sending card model number is SX40, and the receiving card is R2, and also high refresh MBI ICs. This system or this solution supports HDR as well, and grayscale calibration, color management, no latency, 144 Hz FPS, maximum IC grayscale 16 bits, and huge load on resolutions. As I said before, so one of the best and most expensive system, and which proves quite good actually. If you have money, of course, go to Brompton.
For sure.
For sure. So till now we have explained the definition, right? Equipment, and also the how to build with some equipments and requirements and advantages. So how about DICOLOR solution? Let's find it out.
Yeah, this is very interesting.
We use AF series as the main screen. As I explained before, from the photo for film production is our AF 2.9. And now we are going to show you AF series panel. This is the panel we sold very popular.
Yes,
It's rental, yeah.
Yeah, Julia, it should be one of the most popular model for that color, right?
Yes, it's indoor rental one.
Okay.
Actually, before XR Studio, many customers have been used in indoor TV studio before, actually.
Okay.
But not only for photographing, but for some TV shows or some what is it called? Talk shows.
Oh.
Talk shows. Yes. This panel is very simple, but very how to say practical. I mean, model. The size is 500 times 500. I'm going to explain or introduce the main advantages for you. So T-hook here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very easy for operation and assembly.
I think it's very easy for one man installation.
Because you just press and down and press this red button to pull out. The second one is the corner protection. So we have this corner protection to protect the four corners of the cabinet. And then we have a patent curve lock. By knobbing this curve lock, you have minus and the +5 degrees to make concave and convex screen. This panel is with module design, which means that easy to assemble or maintenance or shipment. So it has front and back side service. And also, of course, this panel is with 3 highs. So high refresh rate, high grayscale, high brightness, 4 actually, high contrast. So, and this is not only for XR studio, but also for rental business. And this A is very, very good panel for if you have more requirements or inquiries, you can contact us freely. This is the main stage. So welcome to the floor screen, explained by Stanley. It's our M+ series.
Normally, our floor, the floor screen, we will use this 50-50, centimeters design. I believe a lot of Spain customers were very familiar about this model because actually for me, I sold a lot M+ of this model to Spain, and maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it's used on the F1 championship in Barcelona. This model is very, very tough and strong. So a lot of customers prefer to use this as outdoor rental screens. But also now we use this model for LED video floor because we use this GOV, version for this. It's very tough and strong, and even you drive the car on it, this is completely not a problem. It has a very, big load bearing.
Yes. So how about our ceiling screen? Actually, it's also one of our hottest panel for use for rental applications. We call it UC series. Sally, please.
Okay, for this model, I believe lots of European customers, maybe from, in the beginning of last year on the IFC show, you may see this model on our main booth because we, have a lot of shapes on our main booth in the last year IEC show in Poland. Because this model, we call it multi-shapes models. You can afford this model in trees, like triangle sectors, 19 degrees. There's lots of shapes. We can see this one model can satisfy all your requirements, all your creative shapes. That's why we use this model as ceiling screen. Some customers will doubt because because this model is very light and thin. If you use as ceiling screens, you can be satisfied about this solution because the workers can easily assemble in the ceiling screens. And second is very important because a lot of suppliers and manufacturers solutions for ceiling screen, they will use magnetic LED modules. As when magnetic LED modules on the sky like a ceiling screen, there is a risk for those kind of LED modules to falling down. So we have the safety rope here to fix the LED modules on the catalyst frame. You no need to worry, no need to anxious the LED modules will falling down. I believe this is very, very good models for you and also for the ceiling screens.
Yes, so those 3 panels, the series, have been sold over, let's see, quite many square meters worldwide. Yes, they have been well proved, the quality and both the price or whatever. And you can contact us for the details at any time. But for XR studios, those are the perfect panels to be used.
Exactly.
There are some parameters. These can be can be found in our website, but different markets has different parameters. For your own project, if you want to get the customized quotation or proposal, you can contact yourselves directly. Give you some reference or cases we made by our XR studio. One in USA used our AF 2.9, the main stage. In Poland, AF series 2.6 as the whole main stage. I know this is used for TV station.
And also there are two Russian cases. One is AF 2.9 for TV studios productions, and one is also for UC 2.6. It's also for the TV production.
Yeah, so it looks very amazing, and they are absolutely made by DICOLOR. Thanks for your patience to how to say to listen the live broadcasting.
Yeah.
And it's really our pleasure to be the hostess. But we want to have next time we have the chance to host again.
Yeah.
And you can message us what topic you are interested, or give us your thoughts, comments. We can bring to discussion.
Okay. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to DICOLOR's XR studio. How do you feel, Sally?
Actually, I feel very excited because it's just like a vivid world.
Yeah, right. So this is a very basic frame of XR studio. It consists of 3 screens. Can you tell us more about the screens?
Okay, actually, you can see here is very clear. It's made by 2 main body screens and also 1 LED video floor.
Okay, so what's the size of the screen?
The 3 screen size is 3 meters times 3 meters.
Standard size?
Standard size.
So may I know more about the pixel pitches which XR Studio usually uses?
Normally, we will use 2.6, 2.9, and 3.9 for most of our customers.
Okay, so go further. I want to know, for a professional XR studio, what else do we need as equipment or requirements?
Okay, I believe after the introduction of that presentation, most of our audience will have a basic idea about XR. But today, I want to emphasize more. You can see besides me, there are 2 main body screens, and also here is 1 LED video floor.
Yeah.
You know, normally the professional XR will need ceiling screens also. And also we need robotic camera systems, and also the dynamic tracking systems. And finally, we will need a central processing media server.
Okay, I understand. In a word, there are 3 systems and 1 server involved to be professional.
Exactly.
Green screen can only use our own imaginations, but professional XR studio can bring us greatest experience into the real world, right?
Exactly. You know, it can bring this vivid world from the digital world to the physical world.
Yes. So for more information or details, please visit our website at
www.dicolor.cn, or you can leave us a message.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.